Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
Alright.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we have something a little bit different.
Yeah, so this is a food supplement of sorts.
Yes, more like a meal replacement.
Yeah, that's the I'm not sure whether to call it a food replacement or a food supplement because I think it's designed with the intention of replacing food, but obviously in terms of categorizing it, you wouldn't categorize it as food, you'd categorize it as a powdered supplement like any other powdered supplement.
So, without any more teasing, I'll show you what it is. Now, Penny's brother got some of this just to try it, and I was interested. We got some Huel. So some of you may be familiar with the name and have seen it online. It comes in like a powdered form. Stands for human fuel, which is why
Yeah,
you don't like that name, do you?
I'm not a massive fan.
So like I say, I think it's like we're not too well. It seemed to be designed as like a food replacement, meal replacement kind of thing, and we thought we'd get hold of this as it's coming up to the new year. A lot of people, especially in the UK, start a lot of resolutions. You know, they want to cut down on calories, or they want to lose a bit of weight, or they go to the gym. So, yeah, I thought this would be a nice little, well, something to just bring in the new year. You know, a lot of people can relate to and might actually want to search for. And we've managed to get hold of 2 portions.
Yeah, so it normally comes in a proper pouch, just like anything you buy off.
Yeah, it's like a protein bag almost.
Yeah, just off anything off Go Nutrition or anything like that.
I believe that it's usually a subscription as well.
I think subscription's an option. You can just buy it one-off. Like John said to me a while ago, do you want to review Huel? And I said, no.
No, because we were going to have to pay for it. I think it was like 45 quid, and that would get us 2 bags of this stuff.
Even before then, you said to me, do you want to review it? I said no.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh no, I'll pay for it. I was like, that's not my concern. I just don't want to review that. And then you looked at the prices and you were like, oh no, okay, no. Yeah,
it was like I say, it was 45 quid. It was like 2, I think it's 2 kilo bags. We will confirm. We'll throw up some screenshots of the website.
It's like 45 quid for 40 servings, whichever way they cut it up.
Yeah,
but it's not. They don't do samples or anything.
No, not even like. They do ready-made shakes as well in bottles.
Yeah.
That you could obviously just store in the fridge and then take to work or whatever. But then again, you need to buy something like 18 bottles or 20 odd bottles. Again, we'd have to. I'll confirm it again because I've not looked. I should have maybe looked before the start of the video. But yeah, you have to buy so many bottles. You can't just buy 1 or 2 bottles just to make sure you like the thing.
It effectively means that the minimum order is about £40.
Yeah. So, but like I say, my girlfriend's brother.
Yeah, you said
my girlfriend's brother got it just to try, and I said, "Hey, can I grab 2 portions off you just to try it?" So
that's what sparked it again, because it was months ago John said that to me, and then
we didn't really think anything of it, and I wasn't really overly bothered because it was expensive. But then when I found, and then
he said to you,
he actually said do a video on it. So because it's actually been, because Joe wanted it to be reviewed as well, and he actually had it, and he's managed to give it us at no cost, so it doesn't really seem like a bad idea to do.
That was it. You said again, I think at the start of this month, and I said I'm still reluctant because it's not really food. So we've had a long think of how we can make this work, because like I said, I was reluctant, but what we're going to do, we're going to probably cut in a few seconds.
Yeah, we're going to go make it up,
make it, and then we'll come back. We'll make it, review the taste of it, and then we'll come back. We'll do some research. We've got a couple of ideas we want to look at, a couple of screenshots to take off the website that we're going to put in it during the video. Yeah. But we'll get all that done, and then come back in a couple of hours.
Yeah. We've got a few other things to do in them hours, so I may as well.
With this being a meal food replacement, we want to say, like,
first of all, we want to see if we feel like we've had a meal.
That's the main thing.
The first one.
That's the main thing, really.
So once we've first consumed it, it's going to be, does it feel like we've had a meal? Then in 2 hours, it's going to be like, is our hunger suppressed and still feels like we've had a meal and see how we feel in like 2 or 3 hours. We don't know how long it's going to be.
Because it's very well having something that's got balanced calories, balanced nutrition, carbohydrates, protein, fat. But if it doesn't feel like you've eaten and you're going to end up buying junk food anyway, it defeats the entire purpose.
That's it. If you have that, which I think is, have you got the calories there just quickly, just so we can?
I think it's 600.
No, it's
400.
So it's 400. We're gonna make it with water. It's 400 calories of water. So yeah, it's like Sean says, if you're gonna have that for 400 calories, and then in half an hour or an hour's time, you're like, well, I'm at Mackey's, I'm just gonna buy a double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Then you've just had 800 plus calories.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
The other thing worth mentioning about this, it is like a complete, or supposedly a complete meal replacement. It's not slim fast. It's not to aid weight loss.
No.
It's of course, if your meals are normally 1,000 calories anyway, of course having this instead of that would aid weight loss. But it's not a meal replacement for trying to necessarily slim or.
Well, that's why Joe got it, because he's a fit guy. He runs marathons. He does a lot of fitness, but he usually just finds himself just going to Mackey's at a lunch and just gets a wrap of the day, 400, 500 calories. So he got this because it's a similar price per meal, and if he can just have one of these at lunch, he feels it's going to be healthier, rather than just getting a Mackey's for the same similar calories. So.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah,
working nights, I can see how this would be convenient. At the moment, I eat protein bars for my dinner. Working nights, nowhere near enough to go on. My break is open, so I take them in. I can see the appeal of this, but I don't think it's for me. I'm open to be proven wrong.
Yeah,
though,
absolutely.
So we'll see.
So yeah, we've probably waffled on a bit too much in the intro. So we're going to cut it here now, and we'll go make these up. We'll come back, you'll see us consume them, taste it, review the taste, see how we feel, and then it'll be another cut there.
We'll talk more at the end about the specifics, like the nutrition and alternatives and that sort of thing.
And we can throw in the nutritional information in the next bit or the bit after.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so we're back in a second.
Cheers.
Hello everyone. We've just made up the Huel and just 2 shakers that I've got lying around.
Yeah.
The instructions were quite easy.
Yeah, we'll put on the instruction. I mean, if you've ever made a protein shake, it's just like a protein shake, except you have 100 grams, which is going to... I don't know what size scoops come with it. We didn't have scoops, we just weighed it out on scales. So you add 400 ml of water, add the 100 grams of powder, shake it up, and then add an extra 200 ml of water.
Yeah.
What that does mean, we've got pint glasses. Obviously, most of the time you're going to be drinking it out of the shaker. The shaker's... it goes up to 600 ml, but you've got... Well, this one goes up to 700 ml. This is the Sneak shaker from Sneak.
Mine's just a random
Go Nutrition.
Go Nutrition one, so it's only 600 ml.
So there's not a lot of space left in there, but
no.
I'd have thought 99% of the time you're going to be drinking this straight out of the shaker anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to pour these out.
Yeah.
It does say you can adjust the amount of water depending on whether you
less
found
if you want it a bit thicker, or more if it's too thick for you. So.
Yeah.
One thing we did find when we were adding the second bit of water, it did actually smell. This is banana flavour.
Yeah,
it did actually smell quite banana.
So with the recommended amount of water, that's pretty thick. It's like a smoothie in consistency. It looks quite gritty.
Or oaty.
Yeah, we'll talk more about what's actually in it in the final part of the video. This one we'll try and just review the flavour of it.
Yeah.
And what have you. So it's pretty thick, like a thick milkshake or a thin smoothie, I'd say.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes very, very watery. It does. It tastes a lot more watery than it smells. If we'd used milk, it probably wouldn't taste so watery. For some reason, they recommend using 125 grams of Huel if you're going to use milk, and obviously you've got the calories and fat of the milk as well on top of that. So I'd have thought it'd be the other way around, if anything. I'd have thought using milk would replace some of the powder, but they want you to use more powder if you use milk. So I don't know why that is.
Definitely, it reminds me of if you use a bit too much milk in a porridge.
Yeah, it seems quite porridgey.
Which you'd expect because it is a lot of oats. You know, we like I said, we will talk more about the ingredients and stuff that's in it later on. But yeah, you know, it is OT and a few other bits. But yeah, that's the first impression that I got. It tastes like if you use a bit too much milk, or if you have your porridge with water. I don't know if many people do, but I'm sure there is people out there that do. That's what that reminds me of.
It's a little bit of a gelatinous consistency to it. It is quite gritty. It's catching the back of my throat. I'm a little bit unwell, but it is catching the back of my throat a little bit. If I was to just down this in one, I'd probably have a better time, but I'm trying to review it. The banana flavour tastes very natural. It tastes like this has actual... It tastes like you've got water and oats and blended a banana into it.
Yeah, it does.
So
this really is reminding me of like porridge.
Yeah.
I don't know about yourself.
I'm not enjoying the consistency very much.
No. We have got a bit left over. We'll probably do it off camera and not even make a video out of it, but I wouldn't mind seeing what it is a bit like with milk, weigh out that and just kind of work out how much milk and see what that's like, you know, just for research.
I've not eaten much today, so I'll see how this puts me on.
Right, so I didn't plan on eating loads, but then unfortunately, as you know, when you go to grandma's usually spoils you with food and sweets and stuff. So I've maybe pigged out a little bit.
You got a lot of stuff from grandma, and you've given me gruel.
Yeah,
that's friendship. Yeah, if you notice this beautiful Christmas buffet table.
Yeah, that's what's left over.
I've got a pint and a half of gruel. I've had a good Christmas. Pizza Go-Go in Stafford was open on Christmas Day, which was handy.
Do you know what? So far, it's not that bad. I would probably enjoy it better with milk.
Probably, but that's you just adding calories.
You are adding more calories, but it's 500 calories, isn't it?
Me and you are a bit biased. I think if I'm not being funny, if me or you would try this, it would be to lose weight.
Yeah, probably, possibly more. Yeah, it'd be more meal replacement than food replacement, I think.
Yeah, so that this for us would be a weight loss product that's just a bit more substantial than Slim Fast. So it's hard to put myself in the mind of a very busy athlete that literally just doesn't have time to sit down and eat. But I think...
But then doesn't want 500 calories of rubbish food. It's just 500 calories of oats, protein, good like nutrients that they need. And
yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, this is the antithesis to most of what we look at on this channel.
I just thought of something really funny. That you could call this tasty wheat.
Is there wheat in it?
No, but well, and maybe. But do you know? Can you tell my reference? You've heard of that before?
No.
So do you remember in the first Matrix film?
Vaguely.
When Neo first comes out, and you've got, I think it's Mouse, and they're eating that like kind of porridge slop, and he goes, "I think it tastes like tasty wheat." And he goes, "Do you remember what tasty wheat tastes like?" And he's like, "No, but that's the thing. Tasty wheat can taste, or like tasty wheat can taste however you want it to taste. Tasty wheat can taste like chicken and stuff." And I just thought, like,
see that reminds me of Soylent Green, which I think there is a company doing very similar to stuff to this, and they call themselves Soylent. And
yeah, just like I say, the tasty wheat because it's oaty and like porridge and grains or whatever. That's why I just thought of that reference.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm not just saying it just makes me think of gruel. It's kind of a bit gelatinous, and I think it's just a funny coincidence that rhymes with what they have called it.
Fair enough.
I mean, it does taste more substantial than drinking a protein shake. It's less smooth. It's catching the back of my throat. Protein shakes don't do that. I normally have whey protein with water, so it's not like, oh yeah, but you have them with milk. I'm comparing.
See, I don't, and that's probably maybe why I'm thinking. I always prefer whey protein with milk.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like when I am taking that, it's because I'm exercising more and I am trying to lose weight. So I think the milk's just Like if I was going to get protein from milk, I'd just drink the milk instead of the whey protein supplement. So
Yeah.
just do without the fat and the lactose as well.
Right.
Yeah, in terms, it does taste like it's got real banana in it. So in that regard, the flavour is very, very good.
Smells, yeah, like you said, it just smells like they've just like blended a banana into it. Which we do like flavour technology on our channel, don't we?
Yeah,
You know, it's
I mean,
one of those.
I don't know what they've done to get that, because you have banana flavoured things, they never taste like actual banana. This tastes like a banana smoothie. It's just
It does taste like you just peeled a banana and blended it. Like I can't. You're absolutely spot on, and like I said, we do enjoy good flavour technology on our channel. So
But yeah,
it's nice.
The rest of it, I don't know. Also, like this, with how they suggest making it up, you're having 600 ml of water plus the volume of the powder itself. It's coming to like over 600 ml. Is that if you're that busy and that on the go and that short a time, is something like that not going to sit very heavy on your stomach? Like just trying to drink that quickly, or would you sort of spend half an hour drinking it over your entire lunchtime while you're on the go doing?
Well, that's what you'd
whatever?
normally do with a meal, wouldn't it? If you was getting if you were getting like a meal deal, or you were going to go get a hot meal from a canteen, you don't just smash it in.
Well, you do if you're
Just
busy
a few
and on the
seconds.
go.
Yeah, but it's
That's what I mean. That's who this
still
is
going to
for.
take a lot longer than drinking a pint of that or a shaker full of that. So I don't know.
That's what. Yeah, nothing I would eat is gonna like.
I can't imagine you'd want to have that if you was moving around a lot.
No, that's what I mean.
So maybe
that's
it
who it's
could-
for, isn't like active, sort of busy people.
Maybe not even active. It could suit a lot of office workers.
Maybe.
Instead of going out, if you're in the city and you go out and you're getting really bad food and there's not that many options around your office, then it doesn't really matter if you've got something overly heavy in your stomach. It's not as heavy as like a meal with a lot of meat, and it might not make you tired as much because a heavy meal can make you tired. But then also it's heavy, too heavy to move around a lot. But then if you sat in your office chair typing away, I don't know, it might have a.
If you sat in your office chair, though, you can eat what you like.
Yeah, but that's the issue. You don't want.
Can...
Well, that's why Huel are maybe trying to get people like that, because they don't, instead of eating bad food at your office all the time, because it's just picking.
We can still do meal prep and take that to the office.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it depends on, it will fit people out there. So you just have to, if you try it, you just decide what best fit is for you. But
to summarise the flavour aspect, I'd say the banana itself specifically is very, very good.
yeah,
Everything else is it errs on the side of unpleasant, I would say.
I do. Like I said, I do think I would like to try this with milk. I might even just try and make a little bit quickly and just add to it.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll come back in a couple of hours, which
Yeah.
is going to be instantaneous.
Oh, just quickly, how do you feel like you've had a meal? Do you feel a bit full from it?
I feel a bit bloated from it.
Okay.
I mean, I smashed the whole thing, but I feel a little bit bloated, a little bit like I might need the toilet.
Okay.
I think I'll be using your toilet in the next couple of hours.
Okay, no problems.
As much as I don't want to mention a toilet on a food review.
Okay.
But that's how I feel. How do you feel?
I do feel like I've had a meal. I feel full. I'm not overly bloated, but I think I probably didn't drink as much.
Have you not finished it? Have you finished it?
Oh.
Have you got yeah?
I've got a bit left. I was going to give that to girlfriend.
Okay.
See what she thought, but for the validity of the review, I will finish it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, we'll see you in a few hours. Yeah.
Cheers.
Hello everyone. It's been about 2.5 hours since we did the Huel, or we drank Huel and reviewed the initial taste.
Yeah. I mean, I've not eaten anything else today. I've not eaten anything since then. I am feeling quite hungry, but I think if I'd have had lunch today, I probably wouldn't be so hungry. I'm quite impressed with that aspect, to be honest. Yeah.
So yeah, I've eaten a fair amount, and it's still like, yeah, I just haven't felt anything at all, and just carried on going and did our little bits and pieces. You did some research in that gap, didn't you?
Yeah, just for the sake of reviewing Huel, I'd say it's fine for what it is. You'll probably know from the sound of it if you're going to like it. I'd say it's not for me, really. If I was going to have a meal replacement thing, like being the size I am, I would probably just go for Slim Fast or something like that instead. But if you are a healthy weight and you're looking to maintain that rather than lose weight, something like this, a complete sort of meal probably would be a good idea. But yeah, I've
as you guys know, Sean's probably a bit more value conscious than I am. So yeah, you just thought, or was it me or yourself that came up with the idea? I think.
Well, I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I think I said to you fairly flippantly early on in the conversation about Huel that you could just make that yourself.
And then I thought, yeah, that's how it went. Yeah, you was like, well, I could just, if I wanted to make this kind of product, I could just do it myself. And I said, well, that would actually be a really good comparison if you did a bit of research and found the bits and pieces and ingredients that you need to make this yourself.
So they put the ingredients on the thing that we'll show a photo of the ingredients that are on the packet.
I mean, fair play to them for being open and honest about what's in it as well. We like that.
Yeah, they don't give you gram amounts.
No,
but you can guess a lot of it from the nutritional information in there. The ratio of carbohydrates to protein to saturated fat and whatever. As far as I can tell, the most expensive thing in there is going to be the medium chain triglycerides that they say is from coconut oil. That's fairly expensive, but there's only going to be about 2 grams of that per serving. If there was any more, if there was much or any more than 2 grams per serving, you would have a lot more than the 2.4 grams of saturated fat per serving, because the MCTs have 73 grams of saturated fat per 100 grams. That's basically what they are, is just saturated fat. That's what it is. So yeah, that's the most expensive thing, but there's also only a tiny amount of it in there. It's Huel's vegan. So I'm holding my head. I've got a little bit of a headache at the moment, and the lights aren't helping much. But yeah, the Huel is vegan, so we're looking at the vegan protein that's in there. Soy protein and not soy, sorry,
pea protein
Huel, and brown rice protein. The majority of the Huel is made up of oats. There is some flaxseed in there. I think the oats are going to be the cheapest thing to get. You can buy instant oats online from Go Nutritional. We looked at bulk powders because Go Nutrition doesn't sell pea protein. So, but buying everything from bulk powders and having a rough guess as to the amounts of each thing in there, assuming you just take what I've got on my spreadsheet. I can show you the spreadsheet if anyone's interested. It's a bit messy. I've just typed it up quickly to try and work out what I need to work out. But I think if you just take what I've put on the spreadsheet from bulk powders with an omega-3 capsule and a multivitamin, you're going to be 99% of the way there for about 80p a serving.
And that's for like the 800 ml.
Yeah, that's for 100 grams.
For 100 grams, yeah.
100 grams of powder.
Yeah.
We're looking at
with around 400 calories.
About 400 calories, about the same carbs and protein and fat.
Wow.
It's got the same ingredients. I just don't know the exact ratios that they use.
But like you said, you can have a rough.
Yeah.
You can have quite a educated guess at them because of what these ingredients actually contain in themselves.
I've got no flavouring in that though. No. However, if you use just...
Yeah, I said this, didn't I? I said if you changed... If you could add, like, for example, peanut butter to give yourself some fat and protein, which is in Huel anyway, and you said take out the coconut?
Yeah, you could use just, like, coconut oil instead, and you'd probably have a few extra calories than just the pure MCTs, but it'd be a lot cheaper. I was going to say you could buy just rolled oats from the supermarket for like 50p a kilo or whatever, instead of the oats I put in there. I think they were £8 for 2.5 kilos for the instant oats. If you've got a blender, just blend them up, blend all the stuff together in a blender, and that would be cheaper. If you're not vegan, you could use milk protein or whey protein instead of brown rice protein, because brown rice protein was a lot more than pea protein. You could use rice powder, I guess, if you wanted to replace some of the oats for rice powder, and that would be cheaper. There's a lot of ways of doing it, so but that's the thing. If you make it yourself, you can put in whatever you want. You can use whatever flavourings you want. You need to factor in the cost of the flavourings, but if cost is the biggest issue, you can, you make a couple of substitutions to bring the cost right down.
You're also a big advocate for like meal prep as well.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm more convenience.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have the time and you have like the patience and you actually enjoy that kind of thing, then it might make sense. Because what was the Huel working out as?
It was over £1 a serving.
I think it was about £1.40, give or take, depending on.
So was it? I think £40-something for 30-something servings.
Yeah. So I think it's like £1.41 for a meal.
I'll put it in because I can't remember how much. It's £1 something though.
Yeah. But then obviously it does the. I can't remember the word. The more you subscribe or buy, there's like you get a bit of
discounts.
Yeah, you get a different discount. But I think standard it's like a £1.40 a meal.
Well, that goes for my thing as well. I've only used sort of 1 or 2 kilogram bags of things. So if you buy more at once, it's going to be cheaper from bulk powders.
It's almost half the price if you can do it yourself and you want to do it yourself, or you want to save money.
There's plenty of scope for bringing that down even further. I just thought just get all the convenient stuff in pouches from one place online. If you shop around, if you get rolled oats instead of instant oats, there's so much you can do to bring.
What are rolled oats? They're just like flavoured, or
rolled oats are just like porridge oats.
Oh, okay.
From the supermarket.
Right.
Instant oats are ground up. These ones specifically were gluten-free instant oats as well, so I don't know if that's significantly more expensive. You're not going to want to be making it yourself if you put a lot of stock in Huel's own research and development. Like if you're thoroughly convinced that they've got it 100% right, and what they put in their serving is exactly what you want to be eating, which it could be for all I know, but personally I would choose to save half of my money and get 99% of the way there, because this won't be identical because we don't know how much. I could probably work it out if I spent some more time with the spreadsheet.
I think this is what benefits the channel though, with you actually having a science background, because not everyone's going to have a science background, so like you say, they might struggle with the ratios, but
I'm sure I'm at least 95% of the way there.
Yeah.
It's coming out at about the same calories and about the same protein and stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't know exactly how much. I've put down 10 grams of flaxseed. I think it might be less than that. That's quite a lot of flaxseed to have in one serving. And I'm not sure exactly how many calories are going to be in a multivitamin tablet or an omega-3 tablet.
Yeah.
I think what I've got written down now is 373 calories. But that's also unflavoured.
Yeah.
And like I say, you got to add the capsule to that. I think one of those capsules is going to be about 30 calories or so.
Yeah.
Omega-3
So you might be
capsule.
like 400. 403.
I think I'm pretty close.
No, that's good. That's a really good effort. That you didn't spend too long on it.
No.
Just roughly working it out. So if you think you're like 95% or 99% of the way there in just like maybe half an hour or whatever it was.
I've also not looked up that a multivitamin does have the exact same amounts of vitamins and minerals and everything that he'll say is in there, but just a cursory glance suggests it's going to be about the same. But that's the good and the bad thing. If you're not that into it and you're not going to put the time in, I didn't put a lot of time in because it's like I say, it's not something I'm really going to do anyway. But if you are prepared to put the time in, you're going to be the sort of person who's more in tune with what you need for your own diet anyway.
Yeah.
So you can not only save money, but also have something that's tailored to you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Whereas the Huel is more like a catch-all. Like it can't be perfect for anyone if it's ideal for everyone. If you got two different people with two different goals, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, this will do for you," and it'll do for you as well. It's not going to be perfect for either of them. Whereas if they made it themselves, they could make it perfect if they've got the knowledge and inclination to do so. So even if you do think it's like 100% accurate and balanced and researched, it's still going to be a compromise because not everybody is a 100% average person. In fact, nobody is.
No.
And it can only be 100% accurate for the average person, which doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I'd say if you get it 99% of the way there, it's still going to be, you can't say Huel is 100% of the way there for you anyway. That's just how I feel. You might disagree, but that's how I see it.
No, I think you made some great points, and I can't add much to that. I think you know me very well, and I'm a big advocate for convenience and just ease. So yeah, if it was something I was going to look into and maybe get, then Huel might be.
Well, again, if you want to spend more money on convenience, just get a ready to drink one.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. It's not like you need to weigh out.
Well, I actually think the Huel do the bottled drinks, and I don't know how much they work out per serving. And maybe that's something else we could just flash up at this point. That they do ready-made drinks and how many servings, and see what the cost per meal is then. But I know what you're saying. Like if I'd rather absolute convenience, I could easily just buy a crate or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever amount it is of ready-made drinks that I could just keep in the fridge and just grab whenever I need.
Yeah.
So
because it's not like you're going to be weighing it out every day. Because if you order all this stuff, you're not going to say, okay, I need 100 grams today. That's 2 grams of these MCTs. That's 20 grams of pea protein. You're not going to do that. You're going to say, okay, to make 5 kilos for the next month, I'm going to need this entire bag of oats, and you're going to make 5 kilos of it and put it all in one tub. At that point, it's exactly as convenient as Huel.
Yeah.
So you only have to weigh everything out like as many times as you would just order Huel anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd say to that. It's like, yeah, it is less because you do need to weigh everything out. You do need to work everything out. But once you've done that, just do that once. And that's it.
And then you save it, yeah. Like I say, you're saving quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
No, I think that's very good, and hopefully we have enough people who watch this about Huel make it towards this end, so they can actually find that stuff out.
Yeah. Like I say, I'll if there's any interest, I'll upload in my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might just show a screenshot or something of it.
Could add it just right at the end.
Yeah.
After we close the video, just add it right at the end, and then people can just see it whenever.
Yeah. So yeah, if you think Huel sounds good to you and you don't want to put that time and effort in, just go out and buy some. It's not massively expensive as far as supplements go. Like over £1 a serving, that is expensive, but bearing in mind it's not a supplement, it's instead of an entire meal. Yeah. That's probably still cheaper than any meal you would buy while you're at work.
Well, like we went on our meal deal video, average price was like £3.50. Yeah. This is £1.50. I think, like I said, £1.40 or something. It's less than £1.50, I think, per meal. So
if you like the idea of it and you still think that's expensive for a powder, have a look and just make your own meal replacement powder. Ultimately, it's protein, oats, and a few bit of fat that you could get from coconut oil, and then some vitamins. That's very, very basically it, I think.
Yeah, no, I like it, mate. I really, well done on getting that spreadsheet together really quickly.
Yeah, I've got nothing to add.
Never have I.
The flavour was very good.
Yeah, the flavour was good.
The banana flavour itself, like specifically, was very good.
Like, we don't think it's an overly bad product, but
no,
we think
it's still not massively overpriced. I thought Like I say, this thing's come out to 80p. I thought it would come out at much less than that. I thought I was going to get it for well under half the price. So it's, but some of the ingredients there are actually pretty expensive, more expensive than I thought they would be. So it's not like it is massively overpriced. Obviously, they need to make a profit and what have you, and there's money in packaging and marketing.
And like you said at the start as well, you had reservations for this product at the start, and for us to both say that it's not overly a bad product, but...
No, I think it's probably a good. I'd go so far to say it's a good product. It's not.
It's just not for you personally.
It's just not for me.
But that's good. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.